Let me start with the truth no one wants to admit. Idiots are everywhere. They're at your school, your job, your family gatherings, even in your friend circle. And if you're not careful, if you don't learn how to protect yourself, their chaos becomes your chaos. Here's the part that stings. Most of your stress, most of your frustration, most of your wasted energy comes not from life itself, but from dealing with people who drain you. The loud ones, the careless ones, the ones who never think, but always talk. The ones who never take responsibility, but always want control. Sound familiar? Yeah, you already know who I'm talking about. The hidden truth. Here's the hidden truth. You don't have to let them win. You don't have to let their noise destroy your peace. And today, we're going to break down exactly how to protect yourself from idiots. Not with anger, not with revenge, but with something far more powerful. Awareness, control, and boundaries. Because listen, idiots can only hurt you if you give them permission. Idiots are like mosquitoes. Think about it. Idiots are like mosquitoes. Annoying, buzzing, and always showing up when you least need them. You can't stop mosquitoes from existing, right? But you can put on repellent. You can shut the window. You can stop scratching every bite. Same with idiots. They're not going away, but you don't have to let them suck your energy dry. The silent danger. Here's why this matters. Idiots don't just waste your time. They infect your thinking. You hang out with complainers? Suddenly you're complaining. You listen to reckless people? Suddenly you're reckless. You give your energy to people who never learn? Suddenly you stop learning. Idiocy spreads like secondhand smoke. You may not notice it at first, but soon you're coughing. Soon your brain feels foggy. Soon you're making the same mistakes you swore you'd never make. That's why protecting yourself isn't optional. It's survival. Rule 1. Don't argue with an idiot. Let's get into the rules. Rule number 1. Don't argue with an idiot. Why? Because the moment you argue with them, you've already lost. They drag you into a swamp of nonsense. They twist your words. They shout louder instead of thinking deeper. It's like playing chess with a pigeon. No matter how smart your moves are, the pigeon will just knock over the pieces, poop on the board, and strut around like it won. So what do you do instead? You don't wrestle in the mud. You rise above, smile, step back, save your energy. Remember this: idiots feed on attention, starve them. Rule 2. Guard your energy like gold. Think about your phone battery. You don't waste it on useless apps when you need it for something important, right? Same with your energy. Your focus is gold, and every idiot wants a piece of it. Some people bring you peace, others bring you problem. Ask yourself, am I spending my energy on people who multiply it or people who drain it? Because every time you waste energy on fools, you rob yourself of growth. And guess what? You don't owe anyone unlimited access to your energy. Boundaries are not routine, they're necessary. Rule 3. Spot the red flags early. Here's another trick. Spot idiots before they get too close. It's not hard once you know the signs. They talk more than they listen. They blame everyone else, but never themselves. They love drama more than solutions. They confuse confidence with arrogance. Sound familiar? If someone shows these signs, don't ignore them. Don't convince yourself they'll change. Protect yourself early, because the longer you let them in, the harder it is to push them out. Rule 4. Don't take their bait. Idiots love baiting you. They'll say something just to trigger you. They'll poke your buttons just to see you explode. Why? Because your reaction entertains them. It makes them feel powerful. But here's the secret. Silence is stronger than anger. Walking away is stronger than shouting back. When you refuse to take the bait, you starve their ego. You keep your power. You stay in control. Rule 5. Build a shield of self-respect. This one's big, because at the core of protecting yourself is self-respect. Idiots thrive where boundaries are weak. If you don't respect yourself, they won't either. But the moment you raise your standards, the moment you say, "No, I won't let you treat me like that," everything changes. Your silence becomes loud. Your boundaries become armor. Your self-respect becomes the ultimate shield. Story time. The friend who wouldn't shut up. Let me give you a real-world example. I had this friend once. Nice guy, but man, he never listened. Every time I'd share an idea, he'd cut me off with his better idea. Every time I'd try to focus, he'd drag me into some pointless argument. And every time something went wrong in his life, it was always someone else's fault. I thought I was being a good friend by sticking around. But the truth? I was letting his noise kill my clarity. I was letting his energy pollute mine. Until one day, I just stopped. Stopped picking up every call. Stopped saying yes when I meant no. Stopped giving my peace away for free. And you know what happened? my life got quieter, cleaner, better. Sometimes protecting yourself from idiots isn't about cutting them out completely, it's about cutting their influence. The idiot test. Here's a test you can use today. After spending time with someone, ask yourself, do I feel lighter or heavier? Do I feel inspired or drained? Do I feel like myself or do I feel smaller? That's your answer. Your body knows the truth before your mind does. Trust it. Pattern. Interrupt. It's not just them. Here's the twist you didn't expect. Sometimes, the idiot is you. Yeah, let that sink in. We've all been that person who complained too much, who ignored advice, who argued for the sake of ego, who drained others without even realizing it. Protecting yourself from idiots isn't just about them. It's about making sure you're not becoming one. So, check yourself. Be self-aware. Don't just protect your peace, be the kind of person who brings peace to others. The transformation. So let's tie this all together. Protecting yourself from idiots isn't about building walls. It's about building wisdom. It's about knowing when to walk away, knowing where to spend your energy, knowing that not every battle deserves your sword. Because here's the truth. Idiots don't stop existing. But when you protect yourself, they stop mattering. And suddenly your life feels lighter. Your path feels clearer. Your energy feels stronger. That's the transformation waiting for you. Final takeaway. Let me leave you with one line. Don't let idiots live rent-free in your head. Charge them boundaries. Call to action. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one way you protect yourself from idiots? And if this hit home, hit that like button like you're swatting a mosquito buzzing in your ear. Because peace, my friend, is worth protecting.